Hi guys, it's me, just Anderson again, and for this video that I will be dedicating to the month of love, February in 2026, I shall be talking about what is, I think, my favorite live action Transformers movie, and that being Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Because for me, Transformers is a nostalgic property. You know, there's no denying that. But the fact that they involved some of the creatures and some of the designs and stuff from the show Beast Wars is actually really important to me. Because I remember when I was a little itty bitty Joey going to elementary and high school that this program was on in the morning. The CGI was kind of crappy, but they still looked like they were supposed to look like, you know, the Maximus Primal was supposed to be a gorilla. There was a rat one. There was a cheetah one too. Although I do wish that they brought back Bengali, you know, the white tiger, for this movie. But we liked it really nice. And there were a lot of good actors that I found in this movie too. Like Michelle Yeoh, she played the Eraser. Peter Cullen, of course. There was Rob Holman as Mr. Primal himself. I love him. There was also Pete Davidson as Mirage. You know, the portion in the movie. Well, I don't know you, but I like him as a gentleman. I don't know why, but I just liked him. Could have been the fact that in this movie it was more of how should I put this? There was more of an urban feel to it. And Pete Davidson did a perfect job with that. There was also Unicron. Oh my god. They finally did Unicron justice. Okay? It wasn't like Orson Welles. We did a big anus. In the movie at least. Robotic planet anus. Where it's funny I should say that because when they have him go through a big pull in the sky, it looks like a big anus that went through a little bit of trauma, if you know what I mean. It looks like a big prolapse. I swear to God, that's what it looked like. Anyway, they have John DiMaggio return not as Ben the Beach Rodriguez, but as a new character called Tracio. And then they have let's see, they have other people in there too that were Will Jack. I never heard him before, and yeah, that's it. So this movie was basically a culmination of everything that I wanted to see in that Transformers movie. Nostalgic for the old characters, as well as the new ones in Beast Wars. And let me tell you, it was nice to see pure decoy ball people playing the character of Scourge as being this ultimate hunter / killer assassin for the Unicron guy. And it was funny because he always does that thing where whenever he kills somebody, he puts a mark on his shoulder, I guess pauldron or something, and like to show that he killed somebody. So there are a few Autobot people on it that are already marked on them. So that was actually pretty nice, pretty sweet. Except a few cases in which he doesn't do that. And it's like, and also, of course, you know that Optimus Prime had to have his famous act too, which is kind of weird because he seems like he always carried that thing like around everywhere. His axe and his sword. I don't know if that was really a thing for the lore of the Transformer franchise. I never heard it. I never heard him actually wielding a sword. I thought it was just guns and, fists and all that. But it was pretty nice. Although, at the end of the movie, he ripped Scourge's robotic head and spine off his being, much like that of a Mortal Kombat enemy. I think it was Scorpion that did that. Ripped my head and skull off that person. Which is weird because he always does that in every movie that he's in now. It's like a mandatory thing. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm sure that the first time he did that was okay, that was shock value. Now it gets to the point where it's kind of dull at this point. It's like it made the rating of the movie go up higher now. So now it's like instead of PG-13, now it's like a real R movie. But because it's robots and the humans, it's okay. It's not like NC-17 territory or anything. But there was also the fact that it will also, it seems to be like when they set up the big pillar on top of the big rock formation in Peru, it was actually kind of like a callback to Halo 4, precisely with the main hero being forced to hang on the edge of a bigger roadway or a big pathway that was artificially made, and then if they will fall to their death, of course. While the main bad guy was up there monologuing on top of the thing rather than pushing the person off or step on their fingers or whatever. It will remind me of when the Master Chief was on top of the on the side of the light bridge that the Dark could easily knock off the edge, but didn't, and then Cortana saved his ass again. So reminding me of that. Plus, it was Rob Homan as Primal. I think Primal actually held him down or something, and then, Mirage and Noah Diaz, played by Anthony Ramos, got to kick his butt again. Plus, with the little thing about having a little Wallace, played by Dominic Fishback, do like a passcode into the control panel for this big pillar. It reminded me of when in Halo Wars when Elliot Andrews actually did the same thing on the Forerunner Wikipedia symbol or logo sphere thing there, and then did all that stuff. And wherever she did, it reminded me of that. So also in this thing, they had to reunite a key together to stop Unicron, or maybe to bring Unicron back to Earth and dissolve it in the same way that Galactus destroys planets. And it reminded me a lot of Halo 4 again, with the didactic, with the key, and with the they have to get the keys together, and then they have some kind of magical like the Forerunner technology and stuff together, all that. So this whole thing kind of reminded me a little bit of Halo, which is pretty cool. I mean, I liked Halo 4. Probably one of the few people that I did like it. But, yeah, this would be cool. Plus, we get some new powers involved with the Transformers. For example, Mirage was able to, become one with the user, one with his own user. Being that he was able to shoot himself down and become like an exosuit to Noah to like power him up and become more of a force to be reckoned with against Scourge, this bad guy assassin robot. And it was like another callback to Halo when he used like a jet booster in his back to speed up or dodge or something. It's good as attacks, much like you do in Halo 4, which I know people don't like the sprint function going into new combat evolved or campaign evolved or whatever the fuck that's gonna be called, the monstrosity. So, yeah, it made me that. And no, I don't think the sprint should be part of the game. So there. But, yeah, it reminded me of all that. And, I like the fact that it has this, like, wormhole thing tugging up Optimus Prime and the others. And then, no combined with the combination of suit and jet boosters being able to essentially reverse the pull this black hole wormhole thing there with Prime with Optimus Primal 2 in tow. That's kind of bullshit. I mean, by rights, the black hole or section should be enough to be able to take everyone out off the ground and into the abyss. And I like the way they don't explicitly destroy or defeat Unicron. It can only come back for more for a second helping, or a second coming, if you will. So that's that. And it'd be funny. They're probably saving that for another movie in the future if they haven't already covered him already. And let's see here. Plus, I don't like the fact that Optimus Prime again had to try to sacrifice himself to be a hero again for the upcoming time. And that's kind of funny because if Unicron were to survive and were to come in through the pole and stuff, even though he's massive and all that, everyone on Earth would be destroyed anyway. So, let's just go save yourself. Go save yourself. Go help yourself. Go fight another day. If Unicron were to come to Earth, there'd be no Earth left. It would destroy every last resource, and then some. And every old lot Decepticon and every human being on the planet would be his dinner, his 7-course meal, like Mr. Grimm. So I'm where that comes from. In any case, there's also the fact that, well, these robots are actually transformed in the car form or the vehicle form, or, yeah, they can reorient themselves. So that, let's say the car's going in reverse, getting away from the police. They do that thing where the cars can go to the same speed in reverse as they can in forward motion, which is bullshit. But besides that, they can actually go in reverse and reorient themselves fully transformed, and they got a passenger in there to go into forward again. So in reality, if that's what happened, Noah would be paced by this point in the movie. You know, he could believe disintegrated, and his organs would be painted on the inside of Mirage's interior car. So that's that. Now also, when they show Mirage being able to use his hologram ability, to make more of himself. He uses that in other parts of the movie too, but in this part when Noah is being chased by the Popo, I would think that would come in very handy. But no, he does the only when he's told by Optimus Prime that he got loose for police. So I would think that he would be able to use that ability firsthand when he's killed by the police. When Optimus tells him it's okay to do it. We'd like to see what would happen if the Beast characters, Optimus Prime and so forth, were to be able to transform and reorient themselves like the car version of themselves to be able to do. And plus, the only reason why he was able to do that was because he was a Porsche car. Very small wheelbase and very small thing. I would like to see him try to do that with Optimus Primal. And, Optimus Prime and such, being a sunline. There's also the fact that they invent a reserve for this movie, and that she gets taken over by one of Scourge's little pods there, kind of like a virus type of thing, where it gets infected and turns her into a bad guy until Optimus Primal got her down for good. And yes, you do show Optimus Primal transforming into a robot form, much like in the cartoon Beast Wars, and it is awesome, to say the least, because Michael Bay must have done his homework a little bit when he came to them, because they refer to Maximals, they transform like in the cartoon, and it's very, very good. I give him an A+ for that. Now also, another thing is that they have to go to probable places for this port opening. It actually reminds me of Lord of the Rings a little bit, in the Star Wars type of thing. But also it Peru is a very good cultural thing for this movie, because the towers of the monuments at Machu Picchu have alien references to it. So it could be like a Stonehenge type of thing, or some kind of extraterrestrial, whatever. So it could also go into my theory about all of these Transformers movies having something to do with aliens, or with some kind of alien conspiracy. And also, I think that and the other reason why I like this movie so much is because, number one, the Peruvian culture and the music and the festival is nice, and the fact that we never actually get to see much of Peruvian culture or anything for that matter in Hollywood cinema nowadays. So it was a real treat. And also, it was nice to see other other cast members, fresh faces and voices in each machine, like Pete Crunch, Michelle Yeoh, and the others too, along with Peter Cullen. I want to say that he didn't win that actually is from the other movie too. Speaking of which, is this movie technically a sequel or a prequel to the others? Because I don't know, this is set in 1984, and I believe that the others are set in 2000 something. Also, I think that Optimus Prime, the semi-transformer, is also developed from the body that came from the first, that came after the last Transformer movies. I think with the age to make the rushier, snub-nosed, semi. Also, I gotta say, it's very funny to hear that, learn about Marky Mark going into the Funky Bunch and stuff, because Mark Wahlberg actually played a father in The Age of Extinction, which I found delightful. That I'm not the one that referenced that movie. Also, during the part in New York City, I think it's New York City, where they have like a bunch of clouds and stuff outside and everything, that and those cloud formations remind me of either what happened in Armageddon or what happened in Independence Day, with the clouds and the alien ships and whatnot going across the major cities. Yeah, I think Michael Bay did Armageddon, so that's their game. Let's see here. They have areas of be able to breathe fire for some reason, and they can I tend to make a joke that says any bird that is put into fire comes up like a roast chicken, which is funny because the character did die in the movie, and it was a roast chicken at the end. But you know what I find really funny is that at the end, when after Scourge is defeated by getting spread in lava, and then having Cedric off, and then having the pool disintegrate pretty much like a big bomb, which that was a pathetic explosion away. They had they had the Transformers run away from this big giant explosion while the pathway is coming out from underneath them, and that was actually pretty cool. That was like undeniably cool. It reminded me of so many other movies and games that use that scene, but I don't care. It's so awesome. But the funny thing is that they had to transform into their vehicle forms to get away from it. And then you see next to them the Optimus Primal robot in gorilla form, moving the way a gorilla would, and running away from it that way. So what you're trying to tell me is that the gorilla form for the robot is as fast as the semi-transformation for Optimus Prime. Something doesn't compute there. It'd be much more believable if they had the cheetah version of the robot, run away from the explosion. But yeah, it was pretty cool nonetheless. And it was good for the happy ending of the movie. I'm glad that everyone survived. Even the ex-Marine Noah was able to get his kid brother, Chris, and then money to save his save him from some kind of medical problem. And everything was okay, except for Airazor. Which brings up another point too. In the movie, they have Scourge actually killing Bumblebee from the other movies, but no one resurrects. But the thing is that when the pill is activated, it activates all the Cybertronium in the area, in the Peruvian area, and it revives Bumblebee. Still with no voice box though. You know, they still have to use clips of other things to control it. But they don't revive Airazor. I demand justice for Airazor. The hot Agent Bird thing. That would have been real cool if they had Airazor be a Chinese phoenix instead. That would have been awesome. Because Michelle Yeoh is a famous Chinese actress. And that would have been super cool. But they didn't bring her back for whatever reason. Which is sad. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed this movie, The Rise of the Transformers, Rise of the Beast. And I did this in my month of love video for the month of February in 2026. I give the movie my hearty, happy face to Liverpool because it was freaking awesome. I like all the characters. I know I like Mirage, like Optimus Primal. They really did do a real good job of making him act like a real gorilla and on the cartoon. And they made him look even more like a gorilla than the cartoon Beast Wars. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this movie a lot. They even got the nose and the face muscles to move like a real gorilla would. So yeah, if you like what you see here, and you want to see more of my videos, and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also contact me for future information on my videos by calling me or texting me at 631-707-3707. Or if you want, you can always follow me on Twitter or X if you prefer. Call that at P Nelson Pro. Also, you can get me on my email at jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, as for all your Transformers fans out there, they are more than meets the eye. Which, by the way, they actually say that about the humans, that the humans are more than meets the eye. As far as romance and emotion and all that type of stuff too. Which is actually really nice, very touching. Anyway, peace out, my brothers and sisters. So all you fans out there who love this type of stuff, who are even more nerdy than I am about it, more passionate, I should say. And I'll see all you girls and guys in the next video. Ta-ta, sayonara, Venus, see ya.